Okay, well, happy Friday. I hope everybody's having a great day and excited for the weekend. It's absolutely gorgeous here in California, and I hope that where you are, it's also wonderful. And if it's not, at least make it wonderful by using your own mindset and saying, you know what, no matter what it's like outside or no matter what's going on, I'm going to have a great day. And that leads me into what I really want to talk about. And I'm going to give you guys a little warning here. If you're one of my friends who's all about your feels and super hypersensitive about everyone else's feels, I'm going to tell you I'm going to hurt your feelings today, and that is just the way it is, because I have feelings too. I feel certain ways about things and I have my opinions, and what I won't do is be shamed by people who think that their feelings are more important than mine. So if that one comment right there hurts your own feelings, then just get the fuck off my page and be gone, because I really don't care. And I'm saying this because of something that I saw this morning. Actually, while I was at the gym this morning, we walked into the gym, hopped on the treadmill, and there were a couple of guys there who were friends of ours. And one of the things that he said was, "Oh, I'm not a morning person, but I've just got to get up and get here and do it." And it just hits me when people say that kind of stuff. I'm not a morning person. Well, I don't really think that a lot of us are morning people. And so just by saying that, you tell yourself that you're not a morning person and that you don't want to get out of bed, and you're just using it as like an excuse to say, I can't do these things. I can't get up early. I can't go to the gym in the morning. I can't meal prep. I can't do all of those things because I'm not a morning person. And that's just bullshit. It's just absolute bullshit. You're telling yourself this as an excuse to help get yourself through it, so you feel better about your own laziness and your own inability to get up and take responsibility for yourself. And that really just kind of just ran right over into a story that prompted this video today. So that's really where I want to go about it, because it just keeps coming up. Now, you guys know I've been reading this book, the Unfuck Yourself book, Get Out of Your Head and Into Your Life. And as I'm reading this book, I'm getting more and more keenly aware that we're so in our heads about everything that we tell ourselves so much shit. We tell ourselves so many lies. We tell ourselves so many negative thoughts through the day that we just use those things as a scapegoat for not achieving what we truly, truly want in our life. And immediately as I stepped on the treadmill after this conversation, the very first segment on the television was about daylight saving time coming up this weekend. And it was this really stupid story. I have to say it was very, very contrived, actually. It had two opposing theories and two opposing studies that showed. One of the studies showed that there were more car accidents and more heart attacks the day after or the week after we go on daylight saving time, which would be this weekend. We're going on this weekend to daylight saving time. And they were saying that it's because people lose an hour of sleep and people are not as rested as they usually are, and therefore heart attacks happen and people are careless in their car and have car wrecks. Now, then the other study that they talked about said that actually daylight saving time is very healthy for people because it gives us more daylight. We spend more hours outside. We spend more time in the sun. We get all the benefits from all of that and how good it is for us. And I'm watching this video unfold on the television, thinking to myself, we can't even agree as a society whether daylight saving time is healthy or not healthy. Like there's always opposing sides to every argument. And you fall into one of those camps. But here's where it really struck me, again, kind of going back to this book and about my own personal development over the last few days, is I've already seen your posts on social media that say, "Oh my God, this weekend we lose an hour of sleep. I'm going to be so miserable next week. Oh my gosh, I hate daylight saving time. I wish we would just choose a time. Oh my gosh, it's horrible. We're going to lose that hour of sleep. My life is over." Like, people are literally posting these kind of comments. And not to be overly dramatic, but let me tell you something. If 1 hour of sleep, which I even have a differing opinion about whether you're losing an hour or gaining an hour or whatever, if 1 hour literally ruins your life, then you've got bigger problems than daylight saving time. Like, you just got so much shit happening up in your head. Every single thing in the world is against you. Like, if you literally post on social media that Monday is going to be awful because you lose, quote unquote, lose an hour of sleep, why don't you fucking go to bed an hour earlier on Sunday night so you can't complain about it? Like, take responsibility for your own life. Don't allow these kinds of things like that out there. Don't buy into those kinds of bullshit that I'm losing an hour of sleep. You didn't lose an hour. You haven't gained an hour in the fall. You don't gain or lose time. You don't change time. You end up staying up on Sunday night until what essentially becomes 1 or 2 o'clock because your lazy ass won't go to bed. And you're still scrolling social media, buying into the fact that, oh shit, tomorrow's daylight saving time, I'm going to wake up and be miserable. And yet you wake up and you are miserable because you've had to get up, an hour earlier than you did the day before. When you had all weekend to rest, you could have slept 3 or 4 or 5, 8 hours more over the weekend, but you chose to complain about it. You chose to get, like it says in the book, you chose to get in your fucking head about it and create this big excuse and this big reason why you're failing, why your life is miserable. I told you guys, if you're a feeler and you don't like my approach, fuck you. I don't care. Get off my wall. But this is so true about every single thing that we do. We decide what we're going to allow to be a barrier in our life. We make the decision that daylight saving time is going to ruin our life on Monday. You decide that. You put that out there. You tell yourself it's going to be awful, and it is awful. And then you look for ways to justify why that's awful. You look for a social media post that someone else posted, a funny meme about it, and it validates the reason that your life is miserable and shitty. Or you can turn that shit off. You can just turn off that mess of whatever and believe that you are the one standing in your own way. You are the one creating the barriers that are in your way. You can choose to get up on Monday morning. You can choose to go to bed early on Sunday night, earlier if you want, and get up in the morning earlier and go to the gym and be happy and be like, okay, great. Look, oh my gosh, we get, like, the sun is going to be out at 7 o'clock tonight. That's amazing because I'm so tired of it being 5 o'clock and being dark. But you don't see me complaining every day about the fact that it's 5 o'clock and it's already dark, because I still work until 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. Every day, whether it's light or dark, I still work. And I don't have a choice with that. I mean, I guess I have a choice, but that's what I do. And so, I'm excited that we get more light and that I can go out for a walk at 8 o'clock at night and still be light when I come home, and that it's going to be warmer and all of those things that we benefit from. And yet you want to focus, you, the collective you, whoever you are, want to focus on the fact that you're going to be miserable because you, quote unquote, lose an hour of sleep. If that's you, I think I might even just do this. Every time someone posts that this weekend or on Monday, I'm going to tag this book in it and say, you know what, you really need to read this book and get out of your fucking head. Because you are your own barrier. You are your own excuse. You are the reason you're failing. You are the reason you haven't reached your goals. You are the reason that you can't stick to your meal plan. You are the reason you can't get up and go to the gym. You're the reason that you don't have money in your bank account. You're the reason that the world is against you. So stop being a victim. Stop being a woe is me dramatic victim about it. Get up tomorrow and do something different with your life. Stop complaining about something every week. This week it's daylight saving time. Next week it's going to be somebody offended you. Next week is something this happened. Every single week you find a different excuse not to reach the goals that you have in your life. And the internet validates us every turn we can. So my suggestion is today, again, if I offend you, I don't really care. I don't care. I need some space on my friends list, so I wish you would go away. But if you really want to change yourself and you really want to stop this downward spiral of negativity, get out of your head, get into your own life, and do something about your life to be happy about it. And stop spreading your negativity around to your friends, thinking that you feel better because you're all in this little misery soup. How about that? Because I don't want to watch it. I blocked most of y'all from my wall. I don't see half the shit that y'all post because I really don't care. What I do care is that you get help and that you get happy and that you find a path that you can be happy about and do something positive for yourself. When you're ready to do that kind of work, you're my kind of friend, you're my kind of person. I'll do anything in the world to help you. You guys know that. But when you come at me with negativity and all this shit that's gone wrong in your life, it's you. You are the reason that shit is there, and you need to take responsibility for it. That's what I got for Friday. Slap you around the face, because let me tell you what, this book has slapped me around the face quite a bit this week, and you guys need to hear that. So if you're ready to make some changes and want to chat with me about it, let's talk. I'll be glad to help. I'll be glad to just sit on the phone and listen to you so that I can tell you at the end of it that you need to change your attitude, because that's going to be the end story, all right? You guys have a fantastic weekend. It's daylight saving time this weekend. Get up on Monday and make next week the best week ever, because this weekend, time changes. We get lots and lots and lots of more daylight as the summer comes along. It's getting warmer and beautiful, and you have every reason in the world to be excited. So go out, make a difference, and be happy. Just be happy. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.